Currently, I'm the Assistant Athletic Director for Sports Medicine Services here at Ohio University. I oversee the health care for all of the 450 student athletes that we have at Ohio. I did my bachelor's here in came enrolled in the fall of '83 and graduated in the spring of '87. At that time, athletic training was a minor. I left after 1987 and went and worked for the New England Patriots for a year. I did a year in my master's degree at the University of Virginia in Charlottesville. And then afterwards I was working in New York City for 4 years. My first full-time job was a head athletic trainer at Wagner College, which is in Staten Island, New York, where I was a head athletic trainer and assistant athletic director. And I did that for 4 years. And then I came back to Athens in April of 1994. And we had spring football practice the very next day.
Time management is definitely the hardest.
After you go to class all day, you go to clinics all day. So time management, you won't get home till 9:30 some nights, then you have to do homework, then you have to study. It's just that's the most challenging part, is being a student and an athletic training student at the same time.
I've invested almost 2 full years of my time working just about every day. I've had about probably a month off every year total, and then every other time I'm here working with them. And so the relationships we build are pretty strong, and they're fun a lot of the time.
I think one of the strengths of the program here at OU are the availability of all the clinical sites. We can work at a D1 college athletic setting, but also work at the local high schools.
I've worked with 3 high schools in all different seasons, so fall, winter, and spring. Then I've worked with football, women's soccer, and softball, and now I'm with volleyball.
So men and women's rugby, women's soccer, and men's lacrosse. And I've also worked at Trimble High School and women's volleyball off-season, and I previously just worked with OU's football team, and now I'm at Nelsonville York High School.
Football is just a unique sport to work as an athletic trainer, because there's no other sport that will compare to the injuries you'll see in football. Athletic training staff can document over 300 injuries in one season. You figure you have 120 guys on a roster compared to maybe baseball, you carry 20, or basketball's 15.
Preseason for us, most people would think of football in August. When we start in August, the days are very, very long. The risk of the athlete getting injured is great at that point in time. We really open up about 6:37 in the morning, and then we close about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
A basic day would be setting up water, any treatments that need to be done, any athletes that need to be seen, reevaluations, if there's any injuries that happened the day before, the week before, tape them up, brace them, go out to practice, we watch practice, walk around.
And then after the game is over, for about an hour, we're in here doing triage, injury triage, as the guys are getting their equipment off, we're examining them, looking at their injuries, looking at potential injuries. And then on a Sunday, we come in for about 2 to 3 hours. The guys feel like they've been in a car accident. So it's important to get in here and take care of their bodies and work on them, and then Monday it starts all over again.
I knew I wanted to do something in the medical field when I was in high school, and I worked as a lifeguard, so I loved doing emergency care, being the first responder. And I saw that with athletic training, you're the first responder, it's all on you.
I knew I wanted to do Division I football. I knew I wanted to get my master's in athletic training, and I knew I wanted to find a program that could do both side by side, and this fit that bill pretty good.
I went to Duquesne University in Pittsburgh, and my professors there highly recommended this program because of Dr. Starkey. He's well known, he wrote all of our textbooks we used in college, so my teachers recommended it.
Just the atmosphere, it's very welcoming. It helps you break out of your shell, just the program. The classes are very small, and we're with those people all day, every day in class, during clinics. We help each other learn, help each other grow, and we're all really close friends.
Definitely one of the strengths of the graduate program is it provides so many clinical experiences for its grad students. One of the biggest things that this place does that a lot of other programs don't is it provides about over 30 graduate assistantships, which is really unheard of.
I think probably the biggest change has been in the increase in our quality of our graduate program. We've got terrific graduate students now. They're committed, they're very, very smart people that come in from all over the country.
Being an athletic trainer, the most rewarding thing I'd have to say is whenever somebody comes up and thanks you after you take care of them, especially the guys you take to surgery, you take care of them afterwards, they come and thank you. It means a lot, and it's also one of the major challenges of being an athletic trainer is sometimes you're underappreciated. So when you are appreciated, it means a lot.
When you get them back and to see them go out on the field and to compete and to work towards their goals, it's really gratifying. It really is. It's a very, very young profession. This profession's really only been around for about 60, 70 years, and that relatively, that's incredibly young. So I think where we're seeing our profession develop is with the research and with the clinical learning, developing with the academic learning. I think we're preparing better students today than we did 20 years, better rounder students.
But here working D1 football, our first game was at Penn State, and that was obviously got a lot of press. It was on ESPN. That was crazy to be my first game. There were like 100,000 people in the stands and everybody was yelling, everybody was hyped up, so that was really exciting to work for me. Probably my favorite